Long time no see.
Hey, I saw your world, you know?
But how? I didn't think you could travel to other worlds.
Well, there's this weird place called the Ravine of Infinity where I saw it from.
Hmm?
It's hard to explain. Anyway, what brings you here?
Oh, right. About the One King. When I came before, I told you how a remnant of some other world, the same things happened a number of times since then. Apparently, all those remnants are from worlds that were taken over by the One King.
Right, I've heard this before. Sounds like once all the Star Bearers are gone from a world, that world's done for.
Wow, you're really up on what's happening. I'm impressed.
I just happened to hear about it.
That person I was searching for fell to the One King as well.
A remnant of his world came here too, along with the Chronicle of the Shining Legacy.
Not only his world, but Cougar's world as well.
The same thing will only happen for the number of books there are.
Right. Which means the One King will eventually come to this world. If we lose, then our worlds will most likely become as the up. What do you think it's all about?
All about?
Worlds of the Infinity are being lost at an alarming rate.
Really? So that's what's happening?
If this keeps up, the Infinity will eventually be reduced to a single world.
What?
I suspect it'll be the One King's world.
No, I can't let that happen. We've got to stop this madness.
That's why I came today. The One King wields tremendous power. Even Cougar and the one I was searching for both lost to him, and there were others. I've used gateways to travel to many, but none of them were able to defeat the One King. None of them.
So what are you saying? That doesn't mean we can't beat him.
Somehow I knew you'd say that. But this war can't be won like other wars. And I heard something quite interesting at one of the worlds I visited. If we could hit the One King with all the power of the stars at once, he might just go down.
Power of the stars? You mean the marks of the stars we've been using?
No, not that. I mean turning the stars residing within us into energy. If the lives of the stars were joined together, we might have a fighting chance.
Lives of the stars? Don't you know what'll happen if you do that?
I do. Probably one star bearer will remain, and the rest will die.
You can't be serious.
But what if there's no other way?
We just gotta keep the One King from coming here.
And how do you plan on doing that?
I don't know yet. If we can get a hold of that true Chronicle, maybe we can find a way. I can't think about sacrificing all our friends to kill the One King right now. My way comes first.
I can understand that. Just don't forget what we talked about. It is an option.
But I won't do it.
Fine. Well, I best be off now. I intend to look into it. Let me know if you and your team come up with anything.
I will. And thanks for coming.
My pleasure. It's always so refreshing to chat. So long.
Excuse me.
Huh?
I'll be going to different worlds for information as well. I'll be fishing for ways to prevent the One King's dissension, or wait...
I appreciate your willingness, but are you sure?
Positive. Searching for information is what I do best. Much better than fighting. Well, I'll be traveling to a handful of outside worlds, but don't expect too much.
Next up is Sinus.
Sophia!
What?
Sophia! My daughter!
Pops, stay back!
What?
I must crush all who dare interfere with Father's plan.
What the?
No! Is this the 10th Chronicle? Don't do this, Sophia! You mustn't use that power! Sophia!
What are these things? It's like we're fighting a bunch of sand.
Get back!
Huh? Whoa!
Apparently the best way to deal with a clump of sand is with brute force.
Thanks, guys. You really bailed us out.
Keep your guard up. I don't think this is over. Sophia!
Again!
Sophia! You've got to stop this! Can't you hear me?
I'm...
What is this light?
No. Stop it, Sophia! Stop this! No! What's happening?
What the? She changed into something!
No. My Sophia. Sophia.
What's up with all this sand?
My sword just isn't working!
We can't win at this rate. I hate to say it, but we'll have to pull back.
No!
As much as I hate to turn my back on the enemy, it would be more shameful to let our reckless pride lead us to death.
Maybe you're right. Very well then. I'm with...
Excellent. Truly, you are a prince. Sophia! Sophia! Stop! You'll die if you go any further. Let go of me. That's my daughter. Sophia! My dear Sophia!
Just hang in there, Pops. You're gonna have to be patient.
Sophia!
Pablo, you free to talk?
I already know what you want to ask.
Are you able to speak about it?
I am, but where should I start? Ah, yes. It all started when I received the power of a fake chronicle, a mark of the stars, from Valfred.
You got a mark of the stars?
Archivists are actually artificially created star-bearers, in a sense. All of them, except for me, were able to use a mark of the stars with help from the True Chronicle.
They can actually do that?
It would be more accurate to say that's all they can do. If a human gets a hold of the True Chronicle, containing the entire history of the world, that's all.
What do you mean, that's all?
It was still enough to ruin me. I don't know what caused it, but I don't even care at this point. After I received a mark from the Chronicle of the Sacred Twin Blades, I blacked out completely, and proceeded to slash away at my own wife and daughter.
What?
My wife died instantly, and Sophia was critically wounded. And who was to come to my daughter's rescue but Valfred?
He presented a mark of the True Chronicle to Sophia, just as he had given one to me. The True Chronicle's power somehow corrected the fact that she was badly cut, and erased her wounds.
Oh,
But although her physical wounds were healed, she was still mentally scarred by what had happened. Sophia couldn't even look at me without trembling, and she would cry out in terror. Eventually, she overcame her fear by blotting me out of her mind, and thinking of Valfred as her...
oh, how could she do that? I mean, it's all so weird, isn't it?
I learned to accept it, just as long as she was alive, and I could be near her. But then Valfred buried the 10th Chronicle within her, knowing all along that others had vanished when the same had been done to them.
Huh.
And Sophia turned into that thing. I don't know how much longer she has left.
But she hasn't vanished yet.
What?
She hasn't vanished yet, so we can still help her. And Dirk Chains in that book was buried in him, but he went back to normal right away.
You're right. I can't give up. I'll do whatever I can.
That's what I want to hear, Pops. We can find a way to save her.
What an amazing child. So much heart.
Hmm?
Your friend has probably come up with a plan by now, don't you think?
Oh, that's right. Let's go see what he's...